it's Laura, and I have something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing a review and tutorial for using the Elle Studio Title Builder stamp sets. Now, I purchased these myself. This is not sponsored in any way. I just think these are kind of a cool tool, and I thought I'd show you guys how to use them as well as let you know what I think. They are pretty cool to use. I wouldn't say they're perfect, but they are very well made. With each title builder stamp, you have an option of the original and volume 2. This is volume 2. These are large stamp sets. They are roughly 6 by 8 inches. This is title builder number 1, just to give you an idea of the words on here. And I have some opinions on both. Okay, so let's start with number 1 here. Here is Story Builder number 1, the original set. And what I like about this particular set is the huge difference in the font sizes and the different shapes of the font. So we have some scripty fonts, we have a couple of the outline fonts, we have some smaller words, we have a couple of these little icons down here. There we go. We've got lots of little words down here at the bottom, got a little bit of typewriter font even, and it's just a nice mix of everything you might want to use for a title. I really like volume 1 or the original one set here. And if you buy them in a bundle, you get some of these acrylic words as well as some of the wonderful wood veneer words and this tile letter stamp set. That is for bundle number 1. With number 2, that would be this set here, you'll notice it's very different. Okay, we don't have quite as many tiny words, but we do have a lot more of the outline font on this one and some of the larger fonts, some of the larger stamps. We have some little diamonds and some kind of asterisk shapes on here. So there's a definite difference between the two title builder sets, and they can absolutely be used together. One of the things that I like about this one over the other one is there is more of these outlined fonts, which you can use on pattern paper and then cut them out or color in with markers, and allowing you to change the colors very easily without having to have a bunch of different inks. So that's a great thing about this particular stamp. There's also some nice large words, which I think are always fun to use as titles. And with this set, if you get the bundle, you get the 6 by 8 stamp, some acrylic words, and some wood veneer. They don't have another tiny stamp set for bundle number 2. These are pretty competitively priced, I found. Originally, I believe they were somewhere in the neighborhood of $30, $34, something like that for the bundle. And they're on sale at the moment. But I don't know how much stock they keep. So if you really would like to get one of these sets, definitely go check out Elle Studio. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make some titles. I have dipped into this a little bit. I have used several of these already and made some titles on some layouts. I will share those with you at the end. I didn't use any of the acrylics and the wood veneer for those, but I may throw in a layout or two that does now that I've shown it to you guys. Okay, so let's get started making some titles.
So for these titles, we're going to do a variety of things here. We're going to pull in both sets of stamps, and at first I'm going to show you a handful of titles using both the acrylics and wood veneer as well as the different stamp sets. And then I'm going to show you using just the stamp set, because you can create some awesome titles with just the stamp sets. And I don't want you to think that you have to buy all of the things in order to make these cool titles, because you don't. It's not necessary to buy all of it. I did because I am what I consider a prolific scrapbooker. I scrapbook a lot. And I know that I will use all of this up in probably the next few months. So now I've stamped All About a and Girl from the volume 2 set, and I'm just grabbing bits and pieces to make titles. All About a Sweet, Crazy, and, oh, I'm changing it. All About a Crazy, Wonderful, and Sweet Girl. So there's a lot of ways you can put the stamps at the beginning, at the end, mix them up. This gives you so many options. You can also bring in things from your stash. You can bring in some alphabet stickers. You can bring in other wood veneer pieces that you may have in your stash. You can bring in stickers that you have in your stash. You get a lot of title stickers on those chipboard sheets or on the collection sticker packs. So absolutely think about how you can use up some of those tricky stickers for titles that maybe one sticker doesn't do it, but tossing in just a little bit from these stamps can help you build a title. One of the things that I've been challenging myself to do lately is to do some longer titles, because I get bored with just putting things like blessed, or some of the recent ones I've done, cherish, or just the one word titles. I like them, but I get bored with them, and I want to challenge myself to use some longer titles and really get creative with those titles, and I think this will help me do that. That's why I purchased it. I'm showing it to you guys because I think it's really neat. It's a great idea that can be used in a lot of different ways. It's really helpful for cards, I find, as well. If you really, because the message on the card is the focal point, and so having a really cool message is a lot of fun. So with this one, I did "This is absolutely," and then grabbed the little bits and pieces. And I've got a me acrylic word there. There's some of the small wood veneer, and these words are great. A lot of them are adjectives, so it's perfect, it's better, it's little, it's sweet. Those are words that you can absolutely tie in with just about any title. So now I'm showing you that just with the stamp set, this is volume 1. Yes, this is now volume 1. This is absolutely the best adventure. Okay, so you can just use the stamp set if you like and still create some really bold, really cool titles. And now I'm showing you that you don't have to stamp the entire stamp. So I needed the word is. Well, there isn't an is by itself in the set, but you can just stamp the is from this is, and now you have today is, and that opens up a world of options of how you can describe today. Is it crazy? Is it good? Is it perfect? Is it wild? And so now I've added today is kind of awesome and crazy. So you have a lot of options with this, and I really hope that you can see how flexible and useful this can be to you. I will say though that I would start with one set. Look through the words and see what would you use the most often. Now, because I have several kids, I can use the boy and girl set, which is volume 2, quite easily. But if you don't scrapbook a lot about kids or a lot about, let's say, yourself, you might prefer volume 1, which is a little bit more generic, I think. So now I have stamped "Remember This," "Important Story," "All About a," and I've put in "Memory," I've put in "Life," I've put in so many options here, and now I'm going to put "Magic Day." So remember this important story all about a magic day. So I did have to a day together, that's right. And you can mix the fonts. That's what I was showing you here, is you can mix the fonts and they still look really great together. I hope you guys give this a try.
In conclusion, I really like these stamp sets, and I definitely recommend you check them out. I would say that if you do more of some day-to-day type scrapping, that probably something like the volume 1 would be the one that I would pick. I think everyday type of scrapping would be great. This one has a lot more hashtag girl, boy, magic, friends kind of thing. A little more whimsy, I think, on volume 2. So that's just my thoughts on this. These are available in packs on their own. The acrylic and the wood veneer are available in packs on their own, so you can mix and match. You do not have to buy them in bundles. Also, I like the idea of being able to add in some of my alpha stickers with the stamps. I think that will look really cool, and I will probably give that a try as well. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I hope that you check out these stamps and let me know what you think. Until next time, bye!